out of all the things in the Bible and the commandments, why does this become the final test? Because the Sabbath and the Ten Commandments is the seal of God's authority. It's like all the ancient documents, the seal is right in the middle of the document. And the fourth commandment is the seal of God's authority. And so it's clear in great controversy that this whole thing about bringing God's people back to keep all 10 commandments is going to become a major issue worldwide. And everyone is going to have a choice. And so when you reject the Sabbath of the Bible, and people say, well, who changed the Sabbath to begin with? A lot of people really don't know. You don't have to go too far to find out. If you read the Catechism, it states very clearly in there that through the authority and tradition of the church, and they called it, the version I saw, it called it the Sabbath sacredness was transferred from Saturday to Sunday. So in the end, people, the Sabbath isn't an issue in Christianity and Christendom right now, but it will become one. And so we were going down the timeline. We would have the outpouring of the Holy Spirit, and then we would have, everyone would have a chance to choose to be sealed, to honor God's sealed authority, or to accept the mark of the beast. I mean, there's not going to be any in between. And then, as I started to say, when we can't get people to do things with gentle persuasion, we turn to force. Is that not the way Satan always works? He first of all tries with temptations, and he sneaks into your life and so forth. But when he can't get anywhere there, at the end, he tries to just outright destroy us. And so, when persuasion and the laws have been passed, and there's a persistent group of people that will not go along with that, the death decree will finally go out. And so it's at that time, in great controversy, that we see that's the close of probation. God said that's it. That's the final blow. There's nothing more we can do for the human race. And he leaves his intercessory role in the heavenly sanctuary. But that's not scary for God's people, and we'll get to that. And so that will thrust us into this great time of trouble. The rest of our Protestant brethren call it the Great Tribulation. We frequently call it the time of Jacob's trouble, or the time of trouble. And it's at that time that everything will be unleashed on the world. And we'll read here in just a second from Revelation what's going to happen. But anyhow, so God's seal is placed on final seal is placed on his people.